Okay, so I was thinking earlier this week because we were coming up with show ideas. And remember how I said, "Oh, I'm just gonna watch all the Oscar nomination movies,"
and I laughed.
And then we'll just talk about those before the show comes out, right,
yeah.
or after. And then I listed them all, and I started with Dune. And I gotta tell you, this is gonna take me a long time to watch.
Girl, those Oscar movies are 3 hours a piece.
Yeah,
and it takes you days to finish one.
And it's some of them do look interesting, but then I'm looking at the runtime, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
I know.
I'm not gonna have any time for any wrestling.
I just don't think you have that much time in your life to
What's
actively watch them. That's just my personal opinion. The Oscars coming to you live from ABC March 2nd, right? Is that what it is? Someone told me I have a good voiceover.
Yeah,
so
March 2nd.
Just practicing. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Nicky Trendz.
Is Manny also?
And you're listening to Bubble Bath Stories, the only podcast that hasn't been affected by any DEI restrictions of any sort. So I'm really proud of us.
Because we're self-hired.
Fuck this guy. All right, let's just get into it, right? I already told you guys on our stories, literally, it felt like every 5 minutes something was happening that needed to be talked about, and we brought back our very best friend, the hat of topics.
The hat of topics.
And in honor of our immigrant brothers and sisters, we are using Manny's Mexican hat.
Ow!
I don't know. A sombrero. I've been practicing. All right, are you ready to kick this off?
Yeah, let's kick it off because you're right. This whole month has been nonstop.
And it's very early February.
We tried to fit all of January in one hat.
One little tiny hat. All right, you ready? So you're going to pick first.
All right.
Pick something good. All right, you ready?
Here we go. Nikki, let's just get it out of the way.
Okay.
DEI.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that they're also talking about dwarfs?
Oh my God, yes. This is what I was confused
This actually had me laughing. And I'm not laughing at the people. Let me get that completely straight. I am not laughing about the people. But this had to be one of the funniest things about the DEI stories that have been coming out. So during the plane crash that from the flight that originated from Kansas, mm-hmm. Trump made a comment about the website, the FAA's website for employee searching, mm-hmm. and what he was trying to quote was all the restrictions and all the different things that they hire for as far as DEI.
Right.
And so he's talking about people who have these issues. It says the FAA website states that they include hearing, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disability, psychiatric disability, and dwarfism as all qualifying positions. And so...
Wait. So those are qualifications that they used to look over and hire for, or is he saying if you have any of these things, you should not be working at the FAA?
On the FAA's website, these are all things that you could have and suffer from, but you still qualify as far as to work at the FAA, right?
Okay.
And so the Kansas City, the Kansas City Star, they ended up slamming Trump because of this. They put an opinion piece out talking about a little more clarification of what's on the FAA's website, right? Okay. Because one thing they're saying is how dare you use this as a political platform?
I mean,
everybody in Kansas, especially in Wichita, they're all suffering right now. They're all in mourning. And so they were saying if you look closely, that's just a broad qualification standard for the entire FAA. That's for anybody working at the FAA, whether you're working in a control booth or if you're putting the sodas in the soda machine.
Now I do have a question.
Yeah.
Not to be funny.
Yeah.
But if you're vision impaired or hearing impaired,
yeah,
how can you possibly be qualified to work at FAA?
You can still be a secretary.
Okay.
They have thousands of employees. Okay. They don't all control play.
You buried the lead on that. You were very specific. You just said vision and hearing impaired, and so automatically I just went to the most important. But you're
I
right.
get it.
You're right.
I
You're right.
totally
You
get it.
are right.
Blind people
I'm
shouldn't
a
be
bitch.
flying planes. I totally get that. But there's plenty of other things that office jobs. Here's one big like red flag that Trump doesn't ever go to work. He doesn't know that offices have regular workers there. People who don't just.
Well, what was the whole thing about dwarfism?
So it was just funny because at the end he just says and dwarfism. And it's just like
with the gumption he said
it. With the gumption he says it, like, okay, dwarfism. Like out of that whole list.
Yeah. Dwarfism.
You gotta think the dwarfism part is probably like the most able, right?
I mean, to be honest, it's pretty random.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not reading
there's
enough.
And there's nothing wrong with
no.
That, right?
I mean, there are some people who suffer from dwarfism that might have might not be able to do some things, but they're not like mentally they are very smart. It's just that they're small. Like their limbs are smaller than usual. But I guess it is just the way you describe it though. It just sounds like perhaps he had a run-in with a dwarf and it was unpleasant and he's just like, now I have to take out dwarfs from society, like from working class society. That's what dwarfism. That's what I imagine he said it like.
Dion Leffler from the Kansas City Star, he reminds us the FAA employs tens of thousands of people in jobs ranging from controllers and safety engineers to whoever stocks Cokes in the vending machines in the headquarters.
Okay.
So it's just funny that Trump is cherry picking these areas.
Because he's an idiot.
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
All right. Next one. Okay, ready?
What's going on?
Oh my God. Please, this is for all the migentes that voted for Trump. Please stop asking for help. You voted for Trump. That's all I got for you.
Please stop asking for help. You voted for Trump. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about this. Mi gentes that voted for Trump. You fucked around and found out. There's just like no other way around it. Please stop asking people to help you. Please stop asking our black brothers and sisters to help you. The help was don't vote for Trump. He was pretty transparent about all the things he was going to do.
Yeah, he took away all the help, any kind of assistance. He's actively taking that out.
He told y'all what he was going to do. And then as the election got closer, he lied about it. But he still did what he said he was going to do. And now that mass deportations are happening, mi gentes who voted for Trump are now online fixing their cameras on their tripod and crying on camera, asking for the people who didn't vote for Trump to help.
You know what's funny is
Why?
I see a lot of, and I'm not going to put names out there, but I've seen a lot of people posting like going to protests and stuff like that for the deportations. But I swear, like 3-4 months ago, I saw these people posting that they were going to vote for Trump.
Ooh.
So it's like,
drama.
Or if they weren't posting they're going to vote for Trump, they're really quiet about who they were voting for. Which honestly, in that sense, like in that time period, if you weren't voting for one or the other, if you were being quiet, then you were obviously voting for Trump.
Here's the thing, right? He does not care about you.
And I said it.
He does not care about you, like at all. During the campaign, he does not care about anyone who doesn't look like him, and that is fact. He doesn't care if you're a vet. He doesn't care if you're he just doesn't care. And the fact that our people in such high numbers went and voted for him, even though he very blatantly said he does not care about y'all, you still voted for him. And now y'all looking like clowns online, crying, asking for people to help. And it's just like the help, we already tried to help y'all and you decided against it. So please stop asking for help. Now you got to live with it. We're trying to survive ourselves. Like,
no help for 4 years.
Well, no, and then the other thing is,
Yeah.
I don't know, we actually did an episode on this. All the pro-Palestinian activists who were up in your phones, who don't live in America, telling you not to vote for Harris, to vote for Trump, that Harris doesn't care about all of that bullshit. Guess what? He's trying to deport all the Palestinians who are here on work visas, student. He's trying to send them back.
Bro, it almost looks like he's trying to send immigrants that are being deported into working situations in other places.
Well, I did hear about that. I don't know much about that. What I do know is that he is actively trying to pull he is actively trying to pull those things for Palestinians to send them back to Palestine. So think about that. Those pro-Palestinian activists that you all followed, who have millions of hundreds of thousands of followers, who told you not to vote for Harris and to vote against your what would have been good for you as an American, and you listened to them, and now look where we're at. So please don't ask people who told you to vote for Harris to help you. You need to look for those people to help you. Which, by the way, one of the biggest influencers who was all rah for Palestine, who told people not to vote for Harris, has now deleted her page. Where the fuck you at? So please stop asking for help. Like, all the people who told you not to vote for Trump were serious and had a list of reasons why you shouldn't, and you turned your back and say you knew better because you thought you were special and that he was gonna save you. And guess the fuck what? All these people who are going through this is because of you. So however you sleep at night, I don't really know how you can sleep at night. And if you thinking that you voted for Trump and that you're special and that nobody you love or know is gonna get deported, you're a fucking moron. That's all I gotta say about that.
Let's go to the next one.
I know, that was too deep.
Yeah.
Let's get light.
I had to cue you.
I know, but it's for real. I mean, come on. It is a little obnoxious.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wow. Let's talk about this change coming in 2025.
Oh, my God. What is it?
Walgreens sees the error in their ways.
Oh,
Not just Walgreens. Actually, all the Walgreens and CVS are trying to change what they decided to do.
okay.
Right?
But yes. Okay. So you actually talked to me about this.
Yeah.
And instantly the solution annoyed me more than what's happening. So continue.
Well, tell me first, what's Walgreens sees the error in their ways?
So drugstores, I guess, realize that maybe locking up their whole fucking store behind glass cases and keys is not a great shopping experience.
CVS has come up with a solution. What they decided they're going to test out is they're going to put cameras for you to scan or something. And so you scan your phone. You got to sign into the app.
I have to sign into an app.
Well, first you got to have internet service. So maybe you got to sign into the Wi-Fi. Then you sign into the app. Then you go up to the pharmaceutical or the shampoo aisle, whatever, or I don't know, cotton balls. You scan your app. Then you get to open up the whole section. You get to get what you need. And now they're entrusting the customers to close it. And,
Are they paying me? Because I feel like that's an employee. Like, I should be getting paid. That sounds like too much fucking work.
Like, what if somebody's waiting for you to open it and they bum rush you? Are you in charge of everything?
Actually,
do I have to stop them?
That's actually funny. This feels like a job.
Yeah, right?
Why can't I just go into your store and get deodorant?
Grab it and walk out.
So I gotta sign in. You're right. Let's hope I have internet because that's the thing. Let's hope that the fucking system works.
Yeah.
Also, instead of spending money on this, you could also, I don't know, be giving your people more money. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
I did read a story about where they were talking about the people who are just the key holders for these aisles and how they spend 8, 9, 10 hours, like if they're doing overtime, each day just walking up and down the aisles, never doing anything else except opening aisles for people for like the whole day.
I just think it's annoying because if I gotta get like personal things like tampons or whatever, I can't. I got somebody breathing down my neck to hurry the fuck up.
What would you like, ma'am? All
right, my turn.
Okay, I just rant like you did real quick.
Okay, rant about
the biggest problem about that though is that most of the theft for these stores doesn't even happen at the storefront. It happens at the trucks.
Ooh. Oh, it's my turn. I hope this is the one I really want to talk about. The Grammys. This was it. Happy Black History Month. Beyonce finally wins Album of the fucking Year. Congratulations.
Nice.
I wonder.
Taking Back Country. She won.
Yes, for
album
Cowboy
year, right?
Carter.
Yeah, greatest country album ever. I heard.
I mean, not according
That's
to the Country Music Awards. Do you think like the people at the Country Music Awards are just see? Let me tell you something. Okay, we were watching it. Beyonce wins. Before she won Album of the Year, she won country song, country song, and so they had every country artist's face. You know when they tell you the nominees.
Yeah.
And you could just tell. They did all the nominees, and then they said Beyonce. And then they do the view of everybody's face. And you could just tell these country folk were just like
salty.
SMH, right? Because they were probably thinking they were safe from the Beyonce of it all. Like, you know, if you're in a category of Beyonce, you're not winning. Most of the time, you're not winning. So they thought, okay, we're safe. This is our category.
This is country music.
Yeah, this is our category. Nah, sweat. Beyonce got it all.
Beyonce got that too.
Sweat. So if that's not justice on Black History Month, I don't know what it is.
Post Malone was just happy to be there.
He wasn't even there.
Well, I mean, as far as a nominee, I'm sure he was just happy to be there.
Yeah. But I will say it was Sabrina Carpenter winning was so cute. I absolutely love her.
Actually, look, I'm not gonna lie. It was actually pretty wholesome to see.
I know, she was so cute. I love her performance. I was like so giddy to see her win. I think she was great.
Bro, everybody mentioned something about DEI and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, the speeches were really great. Chappelle Rowan. I don't know her name. She goes GTI. You know. Yeah. She won. So congratulations to her.
Perfect.
But also she went on stage, which she often does this with her journal, and she talked about how important it is for artists to have insurance, especially young artists coming up. And she really took a chance with that because she's on a major label. This is a big platform, and she basically called out the record label. So that was, a big deal. And
they made a lot of emphasis on the 13,000 voting members.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, like I'm really wondering why they were doing that.
I wonder why.
That
is a good point. I wonder why they were
so the 13,000 members, it's almost like to tell everybody like
don't jump us.
A lot of people voted.
Yeah, don't jump us. I will say, I did get a little teary-eyed when they got the first responders, the fire department, the LA Fire Department on stage, and like everybody thanked them, and the two chiefs really cool. were able to announce the winner for Album of the Year. What'd she do? She held it to her chest as if her own child fucking won the award. And you could just tell, like, the whole time me and Manny are like, yo, this lady is hugging Beyonce. Like, I'm sure.
Was she hugged her?
Yeah. I was like, I'm sure this fire chief lady was never in her fucking wildest dreams thought she'd be on a Grammy stage hugging not only giving Beyonce Album of the Year, right?
Handing it to her,
but also hugging her. I know she's gonna be living off that story for the rest of her fucking life. So kudos to her. Yeah, that was amazing. Anything else? Remember, that was kind of it. I don't really.
I mean,
they kind of dragged. I think Find a New Host, Trevor Noah wasn't that great.
But he, if the point of Trevor Noah was to not put too much emphasis and make too many jokes, I think he succeeded. Because there weren't too many funny jokes. There were a lot of bad jokes.
Yeah, I just think there's other people out there, and he doesn't need to be the one doing it.
We missed the monologue, so I guess we didn't miss much.
No, there was no monologue. It was very chill. Okay. I will say the people who were. I know they were raising money for the people affected by the fires, but the visuals were just unnecessary.
Yeah.
I don't think we needed the visuals. Moving on.
I did think it was funny that I saw Jay-Z smile for the first time.
Oh my God! Yes, you were cracking. Oh, the Diana Ross.
When Diana Ross came out, he was like smiling harder than when his wife won Album of the Year.
Before we start, how could we forget the Kendrick Lamar of it all? When every single person at the Grammys,
A minor,
even Taylor Swift's tall ass was saying it.
All right,
so Drake is suing everybody. Yes. He's suing everybody.
All 13,000.
Oh no, this is yours.
My turn.
It's your turn. I think we got this one, and we got time for one more.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Laugh and point at the camera. Drake, are you going to see the Grammys? We just finished talking about that.
We did. So we point.
Give me another one.
No, we point.
We laugh and point.
The diss song won a Grammy. The diss song about you won a Grammy.
Won a Grammy, right? And you told them to do it, by the way.
Yeah, and then
you told them to.
And then you sued everybody. What a loser.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh my God.
13,000
people.
It doesn't matter if you have fans.
Doesn't matter.
13,000 voting members decided.
Also, all the people who are your fans still like that song.
That makes it official.
Yeah, sorry. All right.
All right, this one's better. Costco's now $30 an hour to work there.
So,
Bam.
let's talk about how Costco be winning.
Yeah.
Costco was like, fuck you trying to take away DEI. Our place is about diversity. We're going to continue hiring how we hire. Bam. Or we're like, all right, Costco, I'm about to get my membership. Costco's like, fuck your life. We're paying our people $30 an hour. What?
I don't know how much if it was that, though, because there was a huge strike going on. The union members for Costco really wanted to advocate and get better, a lot better stuff for their employees, right? But from the get-go, Costco's always been known as a great place to work.
I have heard that.
So yeah, I think you're half right. Half of it is also that they were fighting to get this. But $30 an hour? Like, where the hell did you pull that out of?
Well, I'm sure we have to I'm sure there's fine print.
Well, Reuters is saying that basically what is going on is the company's going to increase hourly pay for its top scale employees over the next 3 years. The pay raising from $1 to $30.20 in the first year, and an extra $1 in each subsequent 2 years. They don't have a lot of details on everything else, but if that's the one thing we're getting, I'm pretty sure that their health is really good now. I'm sure that everything. I'm sure they're getting everything. But let alone, not just that, they're one of the companies that give like really great benefits for like
I have heard that.
For parental needs and stuff like that. And if, I guess a free Costco card.
I don't think I've ever heard anything bad about Costco's.
It definitely sets a standard.
Yeah.
Let's see what the other companies do.
All right.
You want to pick last one?
Yeah, last one.
13,000 subjects.
13,000 duckies voted for this. Oh, ungracious loser, Blake Lively. Are you aware of what's happening to them?
Please quickly explain for me and the other duckies.
Oh my God, quickly.
Kind of what's going on, bullet points.
All right, so you know who Blake Lively is, right?
Yeah.
And you know she's married to Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
And you know they're like hella annoying.
Yes.
Okay, so Blake did this movie that was about domestic violence, but then she pressed toward it to be cutesy bootsy.
Yeah, I remember.
The director, Justin Baldoni, he was in Jane the Virgin.
Okay.
So apparently, homegirl came to the forefront, was like, "Oh my God, Justin was like so mean to me. He called me fat, even though like I just gave birth, and he was like too touchy handsy and." So much so that Ryan Reynolds felt the need to come in on it, right?
Okay.
So you heard how he wrote some of it, and Justin was like, "What the fuck?" You saw that how he was at the red carpet with his friends, by the way.
With Justin's friends.
Hugh Jackman was nowhere in the movie. Why was he on the red carpet?
Okay.
There's that. Ryan felt the
Come
need.
make me look cool, bro.
Yeah, he made a stab at Justin in Deadpool. So there's like all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So Justin went to the premiere. They put him and all his people in the basement during his premiere. He's the director. Mm-hmm. Think about that. So then all this stuff comes to the forefront, and she sues Justin. She says that he made her uncomfortable and that he was the reason for all this mess. Well, then Justin's like, hold up, girlfriend. Who the fuck are you talking about? So he countersued. Yeah. But the problem that everybody has is that he uses the same PR people that defended Johnny Depp. Okay. So everybody's like, oh, you're automatically guilty. Nah, my boy kept all his... This is a great example of why you never delete shit.
You gotta keep your receipts.
Every single thing that she tried to put on him, he had evidence to dispute that claim, right?
Oh, wow.
So now homegirl coming out with, I just think we should just really forget about this. Let's cancel the suit, and I'm gonna write a sorry statement for your people to put out, and we're gonna put out. Basically, she wrote a statement and told Justin's people to put this out, and they all laughed at her. They were like, "We're not doing this," and then continued to refute all her stuff. So then she went to the judge and was like, "Judge, I don't think I can do this anymore. It's not necessary. We fixed it." And the judge is like, "Nah, bitch. You still doing court."
The genie's out of the bottle.
Yeah. Judge said you still need to come to court. So she tried to get it dismissed. The judge is like, nah. Justice is like, "What's up, boo?" So much so there's a website dedicated
to the whole interaction
with all his evidence, text messages, emails, voice notes, every fucking thing to prove is innocent.
But so then are we saying that Ryan dragged him before finding out the truth?
No, what we're saying is Ryan should have stayed in his motherfucking lane, okay? Because now he looks stupid along with his wife.
Yeah.
He looked hella stupid. First of all, this is a domestic violence movie about domestic violence. She was playing this shit off like it was a rom-com. I deadass thought this movie was a rom-com. It's based off a book. She had everybody on her side. Every single body was on her side. Even the author of the book. And now the author of the book apparently has retired.
Oh, wow.
So Justin was just trying to do this really cool thing. He found the book. He wanted to, make sure it was a good movie. And this bitch turned it into something crazy. And the fact of the matter is, this is why you can't support all women. I will say this. If some shady shit was going down, he should totally be held accountable. But from my eyes, Justin doesn't have the same star power that Blake has. Blake Lively is the star on that set. Blake Lively somehow was able to get edits and all that. If she was a nobody, she would never have access to that. And then the fact that you brought your fucking husband into it is even worse. He has nothing to do with any of that. Now y'all both look stupid and corny and annoying as fuck.
In situations like that, that's where you gotta keep separate.
You have to keep separate. Yeah. And now it looks like you just ran to your husband like, "Oh my God." The star power between Blake and Ryan compared to Justin are like so vastly different. Yeah. So you can't possibly say that you're the victim of somebody who's a nobody.
Yeah, you can't victimize yourself when you're the top star. Yeah,
you are the top star. Like, it was just kind of fucking crazy.
You made these moves.
Yo, when he was the fact that he felt so confident in himself that he did a website is crazy. And I know the people he picked to, like, his PR people is a little questionable. Yeah. But in this situation, it seems like he needed somebody who wasn't afraid to go after Taylor Swift's friend. Like, that's what it comes down to.
So you hear that, folks? Nikki says, go to settings. Go to your text messages and click that thing that says delete after a year. Uncheck that.
Uncheck that, bitch.
Just keep those text messages.
You just never know. Yeah. You just never know when a Blake Lively is amongst you. Oh my God. I feel like we talked about a year's worth of stuff.
Yeah, that was a lot of stuff.
I'm exhausted. All right. Well, I mean, we have. Let's just do a run.
Let's just do it real quick. All right. What do we got? Okay. Death of Hellman's Mayonnaise. Okay. Hellman's Mayonnaise released their Super Bowl commercial early. Hellman's Mayonnaise uses a lot of eggs in their products. They paid $8 million for that Super Bowl commercial. I wonder how much we're going to be paying for eggs next week.
You voted for high tariffs, you idiot. That's it. That's all I'm going to give to you. It's so funny that Trump's like, "Oh, no, wait a minute. I take it back.
Selena Gomez versus the government.
Oh, I wish we could have talked about that. So Selena made a video and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe what's happening." And then the government was like, "You should get deported because you care about immigrants." And she's like, "I'm American." And then the White House released this very disgusting video of people who have lost loved ones off of crimes that were committed by immigrants, basically shaming Selena. And it's just like, you got played too, stupid. Why you need this video? Final Destination, but in real life. RIP to all those people who lost their lives on three plane crashes. We're talking about the one that happened in DC, which was gut-wrenching, and I wish they would stop playing those videos because it's just disgusting that they keep
can they stop playing that video?
The medical plane that crashed into a local mall in Philly. I mean, how... It's just so sad to know that a child was on there and he had just gotten life-saving surgery for that. Fucking gross. And then there was another incident from Houston to New York. A plane something caught on fire. There was some kind of, and they landed safely. Thank God there was no, but the fact that these are 3 incidences that happened within days of each other, if that doesn't fucking make you question what is going on in government and why this is so bad, you need to get your head examined.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that happy note, if you guys want to know what we're up to and what we're talking about, you can hit us up on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at Bubble Bath Stories.
You can find me at Got No Time for This on Instagram.
And you can find me at Nicky Trendz on Instagram. If you guys are looking for some dope merchandise, and we're trying to get rid of it all, okay? Head over to bubblebathstories.co for official merchandise, and you can just catch up on old episodes. And if you are looking... If you got something to say about what we're saying, if you have input, if you just want to vent, you want to tell us great news, bad news, whatever, hit up our hotline at 347-878-1144. And until next time, duckies, we love you. We appreciate you. We will always be a safe space. We acknowledge Black History Month every fucking February until kingdom come. And to our LGBTQIA peeps, we acknowledge all the letters. And that's like it, bruh.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for listening.
All right.
Thanks for calling.
All right, later. Bye.
Bye.